Dear students, welcome to MSBT online learning platform. Myself, Ms. Manisha Pokharkar, lecturer in Computer Engineering Department from Vidyalankar Polytechnic, Vadala, Mumbai. We are going to learn the subject Java programming. We will see unit number 2, that is derive syntactical constructs in Java. Now unit outcome 1 is use constructors for given programming problem. Learning outcome is students should understand the constructor and its types. Now what we will learning today? We will see what is constructor, which are the types of constructor, what is constructor overloading, and then we will see example. This is the concept map of explaining the types of constructor and then that is constructor overloading. Now learning objectives are understand concept of constructor, understand concept of constructor overloading. Now we will begin with what is constructor. Constructors are used to assign initial values to instance variable of the class. A default constructor with no arguments will be called automatically by Java Virtual Machine, that is JVM. Constructor is always called by new operator. Constructors are declared just like as we declare methods, except that constructors don't have any return type, not even void, because they return instance of the class itself. Constructors have the same name as the class itself. So here is the syntax of constructor. Now as we know that constructor has the same name as the class name and constructor doesn't have any return type. So here we have created one class, name of the class is class name, and here we have created one constructor. The name of the class is same as the constructor name. So the name of the constructor is class name, and here we have not passed any return type, that is void, int, any return type we have not passed over here. So this is called as a constructor. So this is the how we write a constructor in our program. Now we will see one program to calculate the area of rectangle using constructor. So here we have created one class, that is rectangle. We have passed two variables, length and width. Now we here define constructor. Name of the constructor is same as name of the class. So class name is rectangle. So our constructor name is also rectangle. And here we have passed two parameters, that is int x and int y. So int x and int y are called as a local variable, and int length and width are called as a instance variable. So in the constructor we write the code as length is equal to x, width is equal to y. Means what? Our local variable value is assigned to the instance variable value. After that we have created one method, that is rect area, and in that method we write a formula for calculating the area of rectangle. Then we create another class, rectangle area. In that we write a main method, public static void main, and in that main method we call our constructor. So for calling constructor we write rectangle rect1 is equal to new rectangle into bracket 15 comma 10. So this rectangle is the name of the class, rect1 is the name of the object. New keyword is used to create this object, and this rectangle is the name of the constructor which we have created. And then we pass the values, as we have passed two parameters here in the constructor, so we will pass two values when we call the constructor. So 15 and 10. So x will get 15 value, y will get 10 value. Afterwards, our length will get value of x, that is 15, and width will get value of y, that is 10. Then By using this object, that is rect1, we call this method which we have created rect area. Then we write rect1 dot rect area. So our area of rectangle will get calculated and that value is stored into this area 1. After that we display that value. So we write system.out.println for displaying the output. So we will write here area 1. So the value of area 1 will get displayed. That is 150. So this way we can use the constructor in our program. Now the next topic is which are the types of constructor. So there are three types of constructor, that is default constructor, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. So first we will see what is meant by default constructor. Default constructor is a constructor which is inserted by Java compiler when no constructor is provided in the class. Every class has a constructor within it. Even abstract classes have a default constructor. By default, Java compiler inserts the code for a zero parameter constructor. The default constructor is the no argument constructor automatically generated unless you define another constructor. If you don't implement any constructor in your class, the Java compiler inserts default constructor into your code on your behalf. You will see the default constructor is not there in this class. So while we compile the program, our compiler will generate the default constructor by itself and it is there in the .class file. So while we write the program, that is our .java file, there is not constructor. There is no constructor which we create. But when we compile the program, our Java compiler will generate default constructor. So it is available in .class file. Now next topic is parameterized constructor. We require a constructor which assign the different values to variable when different objects are created. So we make some constructor which takes some argument whose value will be assigned to variable. Constructors which have arguments are known as parameterized constructor. So here is the example of parameterized constructor. So we have created one class rectangle and here we have created the constructor. In that constructor we have passed the parameters, that is int L and int B. So this constructor is called as parameterized constructor because we pass the parameters into that constructor. Now the next is copy constructor. A copy constructor is a constructor that takes only one parameter which is the same exact type as the class in which copy constructor is defined. Copy constructor is used to create another object that is a copy of the object that it takes as a parameter. So here is the program for copy constructor. We have created the class, we have created the instance variable here and we create one parameterized constructor and we pass the values of instance variable in that and we initialize the values of that to our instance variable by using this keyword. Now in copy constructor we accept an object of the current class and initialize the values of instance variable with the values in the obtained object. Means what? In the main method we will create an object of this class, that is student. Std is equal to new student. We have passed two parameters, that is name and age. So we will pass two values, that is Tom and 5. Now here we have created the object of the constructor, that is std. So while writing the copy constructor we will write student, that is the name of the constructor. Then we pass the object of previously created constructor, means that is student std. the previously created constructor object we will pass as a parameter to the newly created constructor. So this is called as a copy constructor, and by using the object of the previously created constructor, we assign the values to the variable name and age. So then if we create an object and invoke the copy constructor by passing it, you will get a copy of the object you have created earlier. So while executing this or while calling this constructor, we will pass the parameter as the previously created constructor. So when we create an object, we will get copy of this previously created object. So this is called as a copy constructor. So here as a output you can see that when we create a constructor std and by using the constructor std we call the method display data. So we will get the name and age value as Tom and 5. We call the previously created constructor as a parameter in the second constructor. So, and the object of that copy of std. And by using this constructor, we call the display data method again. So, same value will get display over here. So, this is called as a copy constructor. Now, next is difference between constructor and methods. Now, here is the difference. Constructor is used to initialize the state of an object, whereas method is used to expose the behavior of an object. Constructor must not have any return type. Method must have a return type. The constructor is invoked implicitly. The method is invoked explicitly. Java compiler provides default constructor if you don't have any constructor in a class, whereas the method is not provided by Java compiler in any case. The constructor name must be same as the class name, whereas the method name may or may not be same as class name. Now the next topic we will see, that is what is meant by constructor overloading. Constructor overloading in Java allow having more than one constructor inside one class. Constructor with same name and different arguments, then it called as a constructor overloading. Overloaded constructors define multiple constructors which differ in numbers and or types of parameters. So here is the example for constructor overloading. Now you can see that we have created one constructor room. In that we have passed three variables, that is length, breadth and height. Then we create one parameterized constructor over here. In that we will pass three parameters, int L, int B, int H, and we assign these values to our instance variable. So we write length is equal to L, breadth is equal to B and height is equal to H. Now again we create another constructor. Now the name of the constructor is same, that is room, and in that we only pass one parameter, that is int length. So this is called as a constructor overloading. We have created another constructor. Name of the constructor are same but parameters are different. So this is called as a constructor overloading. And here we have passed one parameter. So we will write length is equal to breadth is equal to height is equal to length. Means whichever value we will assign to length, that value will be go to length, breadth and height. After that we have created one method volume and we pass the formula there for calculating the volume, length into breadth into height. We create another class and then in that we write a main method, and after that in the main method we call the constructor which we have created. So first we call room A is equal to new room 20, 30, 40. So here while calling this, our first constructor will get executed. Means 20 value goes to L, 30 value goes to B and 40 value goes to h. After, by using that value, our volume will get calculated. After that, we create another constructor object, that is b. It is for the second constructor. Now here, as a parameter, we pass only one value. So we will write 10. So 10 value is assigned to len. And then we will initialize one variable, that is vol. We call the method volume by using the object. So first we call that method by using a. So we write a dot volume. So length have 20, breadth have 30 and height has 40 value, and our volume get calculated, and that is stored into this vol. After that, we will display that by using system.out.println. After, we call that volume method by using the second object, that is b. So b dot volume. So here length is equal to 10, breadth is equal to 10 and height is equal to 10, and we will get the value of volume, and then we will display that value by using system.out.println. So main objective is what? What is the constructor overloading? We call the constructors with same name, but whichever the parameters we have passed in that are the different. So this is called as a constructor overloading. Now what we will learn? What we learn throughout this presentation? Constructor is a special method that gets invoked automatically at the time of object creation. Constructor is normally used for initializing objects with default values unless different values are supplied. Constructor has the same name as the class name. Constructor cannot return values. A class can have more than one constructor as long as they have different signature, that is different input argument syntax. So now we will take a quick revision. Question number 1. Constructor has the same name as. Option number A is class, B is structure, C is function and D is none of the above. And the correct answer is class. The second question, in Java, you can pass variables from one constructor to another constructor, overloaded constructor. Option number A is local variable, B is static variable, C is non-static variable, D is local and static variable. And the correct answer is local and static variable. Thank you.